we're better together, aren't we? We got when we're a team, exactly. All right, I'm making a video, so I'm going to be talking, okay? But I'm not talking to you guys. We're a team. Just dropped off the boy to school. I wanted to, I got my hairs cut, but it's a little shorter than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. And guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is my birthday. Lindsay's birthday. Yeah, my hair is really short. Look how short it is. Oh, pickles. Oh, pickles. So last night, I had a Reiki patient, which was amazing because I brought it back in, and my healing abilities, now it's not mine, like, oh, I'm so amazing. No, it's from God, and but it's like way more intense, so that's super cool. I was enjoying that, and I like because every time I give Reiki, guess what? I get Reiki back. So that's cool. And so last night I was meditating, and so I have this rose quartz and an obsidian, and I have this really big slab of selenite that I usually meditate with. But the selenite was underneath the Reiki table because I set it up for when I have a Reiki patient. But anyways, I had the rose quartz and the obsidian, right? And I usually put the obsidian on the right side, that's the masculine side, and then the rose quartz usually goes on the left side. Most of the time, when I remember, when I'm paying attention. I'm not always paying attention, so no worries on that end. But for some reason this time I was really called to put the rose quartz on the right side, which is the masculine side, and put the obsidian on the left side. And so I went into this meditation, and it was really epic because I did the walking down the stairs. That way you can fall deeper into a meditative state, the theta state, right? And it was so funny because I'm like watching Lindsay reach this meditative state, if that makes sense. So I'm watching like me walk down these steps, right? And then I get to 70, and then I accidentally start going up, and then I seen myself on these stairs going down into this tunnel, like at 100, I'm at the top, right? And there's light, and then you know how you can kind of see when you're going down somewhere and there's a light from above. Anyway, so I was viewing the whole thing, and it was funny because at 78, I started actually or 68 maybe, I started accidentally going back up, and I actually seen myself turn around and go back up the stairs. I was like, no, it's getting dark, I'm getting scared. No, you're not scared, go deeper. And so I went super, super deep, and it was a really good meditation because a few things came up that I was like, oh, that's interesting how that came up. And then I connected to the crystals really good, started focusing on them, and the energy from the crystals made this vortex energy field around my person, Lindsay. And they said that, okay, we're going to do some healing, right? Because right now in our astrological amazingness, there's tons of things that are going on that's never happened before, Pluto in Capricorn, right? They're meeting up, and they've been meeting up, I think Philip said, since 2008, but on January 19th, they're going to meet up, and then that's it. Then Pluto moves into a different sign or whatever, and it doesn't happen again in our lifetime. So it's not going to happen again in I don't know what our lifetime would be. Let's see, the baby's here, so another 100 years, 120 years, whatever. I don't know. And I just find it really interesting that we're touching astrological positions that we've never touched before in this generation, okay? And it's really time to start connecting the dots between God, spirituality, and love. Because there's a lot of spiritual people who that just, I don't know. It's not a judgment thing either. It's just that I know that the time is now. It's time for this generation to come to an end and the new generation to begin. All the Bibles in the world talk about generations. We all have a big, prophet or whatever. Back in the day, like in the beginning of your falling away from understanding who you are, you have more prophets. But the more you fall asleep, the less prophets come. So the last, I believe the last big prophet that we've had, there's that hawk again. How funny. Oh my gosh, he's so chunky. You're a chunky little hawk. Was Jesus. But it's interesting because Jesus was a savior, prophet, savior. But he isn't recorded in history other than the Bible. Like, there's many other Christs in the same respect as Jesus that are actually written in censuses and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And you can trace it. But Jesus, you can't trace other than in the Bible. I'm wondering if that's because you're meant to have faith in the unknown. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, back to the meditation. So the rose quartz really hooked up with my masculinity and said that it's time to soften, right? And then all these different things that I've had to pull my masculinity card on came up, like certain things like the crystal wisdom was like, it's okay to not be, you don't have to control everything. You don't have to, speaking to me, you don't need to be afraid of other people not taking care of you the way that you think they should take care of you, or just all my owies from my masculinity side, right? From my masculine side. And there's a lot because I've always had to be the one that does everything. And that gets heavy after a while. Then it switched over with the obsidian to my feminine side, and then it was going through some pain and owies from my feminine side, like you can embrace your femininity. Don't shy away from being sensual or being vulnerable. All these things, and allow yourself to be the woman that you are. Loving, caring, kind, understanding, and grow that inside of yourself. And it was really cool because it vortexed and brought the two together, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the center point where the masculinity and the femininity, whatever the word is, comes together in the yin and the yang, the light, the dark. There's duality here everywhere. The tall, the short, the big, the small, the whatever, the morning, the nighttime, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever. And then Michael came in and we sat down, and I played the bowls, and we had a big long conversation that was really good and very spirit led. And then he asked me if I would give him Reiki, and I said, heck yeah, I'll give you Reiki, because he had a headache. And so I helped him, and we played the bowls and stuff like that. And he was like, wow, that felt way better. I just empower everybody. I want to empower you to be what your soul is calling you to be. It's going to be a bumpy road here in the next foreseeable future, but we as humanity, as collective, hold the key to whether it's going to be crazy off the wall or just creepy to get the people who are so stiff-necked and hard-headed to understand who they are. Because growth only comes from chaos, whatever kind of level of chaos that is. Who freaking knows? That's on a personal level. This is a personal journey, and you're going to go through it a personal way, and you're going to resonate with people on a personal setting, and just find your path, because it's time, quote unquote, because there's no such thing as time, but it is time. Learn.